All right, everybody. I literally just got done watching the live stream from Ryobi Tools TTI and their new product release for 2020. I'm actually really excited to show you this. I'm not going to talk about this. I am going to show you the actual live stream that I literally just got off of moments ago. If you are in the Ryobi platform, I think you're really going to like this. And hopefully this video helps you out. But I'm going to stop talking. Let me show you exactly what I just seen. And let's see some of those new Ryobi tools.
Our team has been living on job sites and understanding what users' needs are to deliver this platform. And I can assure you, this is just the start for the OnePlus HP system. These products and all the future products we launch here will drive exceptional value for our customers at the Home Depot. So I'm pleased to be joined by Brian Myrtle. He's our Vice President of Product Management. Brian and his team have been living on job sites, delivering these products over the last several months. Brian, I think it's time we take everyone through the product detail.
I agree. Bobby, thanks so much. And folks, I am so excited to be a part of the launch of our new Ryobi OnePlus HP compact series of tools. So Bobby mentioned earlier, we've been living on job sites. We've been talking to our end users, not only our DIYers and serious DIYers, but also our fastest growing customer base, and that's really our pros. We wanted to find out what are some unmet user needs in the marketplace today. We were out talking to people in the MRO trades, plumbers, electricians, mechanics, HVAC. And what we kept hearing was a common theme. Kept telling us we continue to use tools over our head. We continue to use tools to try and access confined areas. And honestly, the options are limited in the marketplace today. So what we wanted to do was come out with a diverse lineup of products that meets the performance demands of our users, but also in a very ergonomic, compact design. So we call these the OnePlus HP compact tools. So what does HP stand for? HP stands for high performance. High performance tools with advanced technology, like advanced electronics, brushless motors, lithium-ion batteries. We're pleased to say that the entire lineup of our OnePlus HP tools include brushless motors. That, coupled with the advanced internal electronics, allow us to make the most ergonomic, most compact tools in their class. So folks, what do we have in the lineup? You'll see we've got 6 new tools as a part of the OnePlus HP product line. And it really starts out with the core of any tool system. And this is our new OnePlus HP half-inch drill. Again, compact size, the ability to use this overhead for long periods of the day without sacrificing any performance, features, and required specs that are essential on a job site. From there, we're going to talk about a great example of a compact tool, and this is our new OnePlus HP 3/8" right angle drill. And when I say compact, I mean it's the most compact right angle drill in the marketplace that allows our users to access very tight, confined areas that a traditional drill, and quite honestly, competitive right angle drills cannot access. From there, we're going to talk about what continues to be the fastest growing power tool on the market. It's an impact driver. Again, we wanted to take as much size out of this tool as possible, not sacrifice the performance, with the ability to drive screws and fasteners all day long. From there, one of the most versatile tools in the lineup is our new OnePlus HP one-handed recip saw. What I'm really excited about, this is a new entry into the OnePlus system. We've never carried a one-handed recip saw before, but we kept hearing, especially from our plumbers and electricians, this is an essential tool that they're looking for because they're countlessly using this tool overhead, and full-size recip saws just simply can't make the cut. From there, we've talked to a lot of different automotive users, and this is an essential tool. This is our new OnePlus HP 3/8" 4-mode impact wrench. Now, we're going to talk about what 4-mode means in a minute, but again, just like the rest of the tools, unbelievable performance in a compact size. And lastly, rounding out the lineup is our new 1+ HP 3-inch multi-material cutoff tool. Now, the name really says it all. It's multi-material, which means the blades that come with this tool allow our users to cut a wide variety of materials, from metal to wire racking to drywall and plastic. Unbelievable tool that takes advantage of its compact nature and the ability to use it one-handed. Now, we're proud to say that all of these tools are available exclusively at the Home Depot and homedepot.com. And now let's learn a little bit more about the tools in particular. So Eric, can you tell us a little bit more about the new 1+ HP half-inch drill?
Yeah, thanks, Brian. Guys, I'm excited to introduce to you the new 1+ HP compact brushless half-inch drill. As Brian mentioned, this is the staple of any power tool platform because of its versatility. When we look at this tool compared to where we were, Bobby mentioned we've come a long way. And as you look at where we were, we know a lot of our users will have this drill today. Compared to where they can go, we are 30% more compact and 20% lighter weight. As Brian mentioned, our key users are working in confined areas and overhead. Those confined areas in plumbing applications, electrical applications, MRO, and in serious DIY applications, this smaller size and lightweight is going to be the perfect addition to anybody's toolbox. When we compare against the competition, we are still more compact and lighter weight than brushed competition in the marketplace today, as well as brushless competition in the marketplace today, both more compact and lighter weight to meet those users' needs. We've identified our users' needs as being having a need for more compact tools, lighter weight, and extended runtime. But most importantly, they don't want to sacrifice power and features. So what we're going to show you here are typical rough-in applications in plumbing and electrical jobs. So we have 1-inch hole saw that we're going to use to drill through a metal stud, which you'll typically see on a job site. And what you just heard there is our ratcheting chuck. So this tool has a ratcheting chuck to make sure that the bit is always secure during these aggressive applications. So as you can see, with up to 1700 RPM, this tool has the speed to complete the job that you're going to see in typical applications that the users will have. But what about power? We know that our tool needs the power to get through wood studs. So with up to 400 inch-pounds of torque, this tool has the power it needs in a compact size to work not only in a confined space, but overhead, as Brian mentioned, as many of our users are going to be working overhead. So as you can see, the tool has the power it needs to complete the application in those tight spaces, and we can do it all day because of that light weight. So this tool is going to be available exclusively at the Home Depot in multiple kit and bare tool configurations. Some other key features that you'll see on this tool, packed in a compact size, are a 2-speed gearbox. Allows the user to customize their speed and power during tough applications. We also have a 24-position clutch that's common on all Ryobi drills. Allows users to both drive small fasteners and larger fasteners by dialing in that clutch. And finally, the tool has an LED work light. It allows the tool to illuminate the workspace in those confined areas that before users couldn't get into with larger drills. So the tool has compact size, it has lightweight. We talk about runtime. Brian, there's a video that we have to show the runtime of this tool that's exclusive to the Home Depot against the competition.
Yeah, thanks, Eric. Again, you really hit on the key parts, right? Unbelievable performance, compact size. We're not sacrificing the performance. We're able to achieve 111 holes on one battery charge. But folks, again, that's only half the story. Because as Eric had mentioned, this kit actually includes 2 battery packs. So really, for the same price as the brushless competition, much more performance, and we're going to have the best value in the industry, real category. And this is our new 1 Plus HP 3/8 inch right angle drill. And as I mentioned before, this is a fantastic example of a tool that needs a compact size. And again, folks, this is the industry's most compact right angle drill, measuring in at 3.6 inches deep, allowing you to access a wide variety of difficult to reach areas. So Jamie, can you tell us more about the new 1 Plus 3/8 inch right angle drill?
All right. Hey, everybody. My name is Jamie, and today I'm here and excited to talk to you all about the new 1 Plus HP compact brushless 3/8 inch right angle drill. This right angle drill was developed hand in hand with our end users, whether that's our professional electrician and plumber or our homeowner and serious DIY. And we found 3 areas absolutely critical that we needed to deliver on to make sure that this tool was a smash success. So that first area, compact size. Number 2, high performance power. And 3, some advanced technological features which help give our tool some edge over our competitors where we've seen some pain points for all of our users. So I mentioned that this tool is compact. I mentioned that this tool is powerful. I'm proud today to say that this is the industry's most compact right angle drill, and it also has best-in-class performance. This tool measures in at 3.6 inches when you're measuring from the front of the chuck to the reverse of the tool, which we all know is a key dimension when you're trying to get into confined spaces. Comparing it to some of our competitors, you can see that we really are the most compact. Even though they try and scoop away at the back of their tool to make this key dimension smaller, we still win hands down. While this tool is small and compact, it is full of power. It has enough power to complete your toughest applications, which we found our professional users doing day in and day out. So over behind me to my left, we have a rough-in framed wall, which is a common application for your plumbers or your electricians as they're completing rough-ins. This tool has all the power that it needs in order to bust through this double-stacked 2x material. Let's take a look at what that looks like. All the power to complete the job. This tool gets up to 1,700 RPM for fast drilling and driving. It also gets 2 times the amount of torque as our previous brush unit, with up to 350 inch-pounds of torque, which will be really helpful as you step into bigger fasteners. So any kind of 1-inch or larger spade bit, that's where it's really going to come in handy. This tool is compact, it is powerful, and it's also feature heavy with a lot of things that will make this a really great experience from our users. We realized when taking these tools out into the field every day that there were a lot of pain points in some of our competitors, and we wanted to make sure to eradicate those. So starting from the top, we have a 3/8 inch single sleeve chuck that has a unique knurling design, so you can grab it and tighten and loosen your bits with gloves or without. We also have a 2-speed gearbox on the back of the tool, which allows the user to customize their speed to their application. Just below the chuck, you'll see an LED light that actuates when the trigger is pulled and stays on after the trigger has been released for up to 10 seconds to make sure that whatever application they're doing, you can really see what you're getting at. A lot of times when our plumbers or electricians are completing their rough-ins, there's no electricity on the job. So that light helps ensure precision. And finally, my most favorite feature about this tool is the ergonomic paddle trigger. Compared to our brushed unit, we've really upgraded the amount of size that this trigger has in order to make it multi-position. So that means that whether a user's in a tight spot where they might need a little bit more control over this tool, they can grab it from the top and have full control over the variable speed. They can also grab it from the primary position down here. Say they need to put their hand on the back for some extra power. and still grab that full speed, which is really great. It's also really helpful for, again, those overhead or hard to reach applications. So this tool is compact, it is powerful, and it is full of features that make it a really great experience for our users. It is sold exclusively to the Home Depot as a bare tool in stores and will be online as a bare tool in multiple configurations. So I'm going to pass it back to Brian, and he's going to show us a video of where this compact size, the industry's most compact right angle drill, comes in handy on the job.
Thanks, Jamie. Just like you said, it's the industry's most compact right angle drill. And that's really important because our users have been telling us they need more compact tools in terms of size. So some of the leading competitors that are out there, they just don't fit the bill. They're not able to access to drive that screw to install that electrical box. Really, the Ryobi 1 Plus HP 3/8 inch 2-speed right angle drill is the only one in the market that's going to allow you to access that application, drive the screw properly, and oh, by the way, not sacrifice any features or performance. As Jamie pointed out, we've got double the torque that we had on our previous version, the industry's most compact, and a very ergonomic paddle trigger that makes using this tool an absolute breeze. Unbelievable value exclusively at the Home Depot. To our new 1 Plus HP 1/4 inch impact driver. And what I mentioned earlier is this continues to be the fastest selling tool on the marketplace today. We cannot sacrifice on performance. So Nick, can you tell us a little bit more about the new 1 Plus HP 1/4 inch impact driver?
Yeah, thanks, Brian. So this is another really great example of a tool that we developed in the hands of our industry professionals, where we saw them doing overhead and repetitive fastening applications all day long. So we understand that these users are looking for a compact, lightweight solution that's still going to deliver the performance and the runtime that they rely on to get their jobs done day in and day out. That's why I'm proud to tell you that this tool is going to be 26% more compact, and it's going to be 23% lighter weight than this full-size brushed impact driver we sell in stores today. But on top of that, we've paired this with a brushless motor that's going to deliver that performance and the runtime to outperform brushed and brushless competition out on the marketplace today. And when we go back to talking about size, we're still going to be more compact than these competitors as well, both brushed and brushless. So you can see that here. But we didn't stop there. We wanted to invest in a feature set that would reduce downtime for end users. That's why we've included features like an LED work light, which is going to illuminate those low light conditions and prevent them from having to find another tool to maybe accommodate that situation that they find themselves in. We've also included a variable speed trigger to deliver the precision for all of the jobs that they're going to be encountering. And finally, we've included a single one-handed bit release, call it, which is going to make bit changes quick and effortless. So we know that the feature set is going to be right at home on a job site, but how about performance? Now this tool is going to have 3,800 impacts per minute, which means that driving these smaller fasteners like these deck screws in that key application of building decks that I mentioned before, it's going to make that job a breeze. It doesn't have a problem at all with these smaller fasteners. But what happens when more torque is required, when we step up into a more demanding application where we're joining large pieces of lumber together and we need to drive a bigger fastener? Now this tool is going to have 1,700 inch-pounds of torque, which is more than enough power to drive something like a lag screw. And that savings in weight is really going to save their arm at the end of the day. The weight savings you see here is going to allow me to keep doing this back to back to back all day long. So we know the tool is capable on a job site when it comes to performance and feature set. But where can I buy this tool? It's going to be available exclusively at the Home Depot, where you're going to find it in stores in a variety of kits, from 2-tool combo kits to a single tool kit. But you're also going to be able to find it online at homedepot.com in a variety of kits, as well as just a bare tool. And so I've mentioned all of the great aspects of this tool, but I also mentioned that we have some pretty impressive runtime figures. So Brian, we put together a video that showcases that runtime in a key application like building a deck. Would you mind showing it to them for me?
Yeah, I'd love to, Nick. Again, I think you did a good job of going through what the features are, showing the power, the performance, the speed that we're actually able to achieve with 1,700 inch-pounds of torque, 3,800 impacts per minute. But again, it comes down to performance and productivity. So what we wanted to find out is how many screws could we actually drive? So a typical application, driving 2.5-inch deck screws. So what you'll see on the video here is a couple of the competitors. We've got fully charged batteries utilizing the same accessory. We're going to see how many 2.5-inch deck screws can we actually drive on a fully charged battery. So what you'll see on the very far right, that's one of the leading brushed competitors in the marketplace, and it's able to achieve 114 screws on one battery charge. The closest brushless competitor is able to drive 182 screws, and this again is really where OnePlus HP shines, because our new impact driver is able to drive 211 2.5-inch deck screws. But much like the drill I had mentioned earlier, that's only half the story, because this tool comes with 2 battery packs, essentially doubling that runtime. Lineup is one of the most versatile tools that we have, and this is our new OnePlus HP one-handed recip saw. And as I mentioned before, this is a new entry into the OnePlus system. We kept hearing from our users that this was going to be a tool that they were going to take advantage of. So Grayson, if you would, can you tell us more about the new one-handed recip saw?
Absolutely, Brian. Guys, like Brian mentioned, my name is Grayson, and I'm here to talk to you about our brand new compact one-handed recip saw. When looking at some of our full-size recip saws out there on the market today, they can be big, they can be bulky, oftentimes they're heavy, they don't really warrant one-handed use, and they're hard to get in all those tight, hard to get to places, like in a crawl space or even an attic, because the unit is just too big. When you buy a recip saw, you want it to tear down material, get it out of the way fast, both effectively and efficiently, so that you can move on to your next job, which is exactly why we created our brand new compact one-handed recip saw. When we made this unit, we set out to do 3 things. First, make it compact. Then we wanted to make sure that it was lightweight. And finally, that it had plenty of power to get all of the most common applications on a job site that you're going to find today. Let's take a look at the compact size of this tool. As you can see, this is very compact for a recip saw. In fact, it is 31% more compact than our full-size recip saw that is out there on the market today. This makes it great for getting into all of those hard-to-reach, tight areas, like in a crawl space, underneath a cabinet, or even in an attic, where you need all the power of a full-size recip saw in a compact size. Next, let's take a look at the lightweight aspect of this tool. Guys, this tool is 24% lighter than our full-size recip saw that is out there on the market today as well. This means you don't have to worry about user fatigue setting in when you're using it for long periods of time. You can now take it into those hard-to-reach, tight areas. You can even use it overhead when trimming a door frame, cutting PVC pipe, EMT pipe, or even pruning outside in your yard without ever having to worry about taking a break. Guys, you can use this unit all day long. Finally, let's talk about the actual power of this unit. Here in a minute, I'm going to show you just how easy it is to cut through all of these different materials that you're going to find on the job site. But let's talk about the power first. This unit is going to come with 3,000 strokes per minute. So you're going to be able to tear through all of your common applications like wood, metal, and plastic, and never have to worry about not having enough power to get through all of those different materials. All right, guys, so we've talked about power. Let's check out how this tool actually does. So in our first application here, we just have simply 2x material, which is what homeowners, DIYers, and general contractors are going to see on a regular basis when demoing on the job site day in and day out. Let's see how it performs. As you can see, it cut through that with ease. Another great feature that we added on this tool is the easy release blade lever. So when you're using the tool for long periods of time and the blade just gets too hot and you don't want to touch it, or you simply want to switch to a different style of blade to cut some of these other styles of material, you can simply just pull this lever, the blade drops out, you never have to touch it, you pop your new blade in, and you're ready to go. Let's see how it performs on PVC pipe, which is what plumbers are going to see day in and day out. Guys, as you can see, it cut through that like butter. Another feature that we added on this unit for when you're getting into those more dense materials like metal or those more aggressive cutting applications, we added a secondary hand location so that the user can have complete control all the way through their cut every single time. So let's see how it does against EMT, which is what some of our electricians are going to see on the job site day in and day out. As you can see, it had no problem with that either. So you've seen how powerful this tool is in this compact size, but let's take a look at some of the other features that you're going to see on this tool as well. We offer a 5/8" stroke length here on the front of the tool for cutting through all of those materials fast and effectively. We then added a pivoting shoe. This pivoting shoe will automatically adjust to the different contours you're going to come across on the job site, which will reduce vibration and overall user fatigue. I mentioned earlier, you're going to take this tool into dark areas. So we added an LED light to make sure that you can maintain your cut line every single time when you're in those areas where you don't have a ton of illumination. Guys, I mentioned earlier as well, we have an easy release blade lever for quick and easy blade changes. And then finally, a variable speed trigger so that the user can ensure that they control the unit completely from the beginning of their cut all the way to the end of their cut. Guys, this is going to be offered as a bare tool in stores and a couple variations of combo kits online exclusively at the Home Depot. Here in a minute, Brian is going to show you a video where you really get a sense for just how fast our unit is when comparing it against some of the competition that is out there on the market.
10-pound weight tied to the front of our unit as well as the competition. We wanted to find out how long would it take to make 5 cuts into a 2x8, common application that we hear from our end users. And you'll notice the Ryobi 1+ HP Recip was only took 47 seconds to make those 5 cuts. As opposed to the competition, it took over 3 minutes to accomplish that same task. Again, it's all about productivity. Time is money. We're able to save our customers money. We're able to get our jobs done much quicker at an unbelievable value as it comes in much lower retail than the competition as well. That you're aware on the screen, you can pose several different questions into another tool that is sure to be a home run with our automotive enthusiasts. Folks, this is our new 1+ HP 3/8" 4-mode impact wrench. So Nick, can you tell us a little bit more about this great tool?
Yeah, thanks, Brian. So like we've been alluding to, this is a tool that's really going to be at home in a mechanic shop. And that really is because that's where this tool was developed. So we understand that the nature of that business is that there really is no space to work with. And that's exactly why we made this tool 31% more compact and 29% lighter weight than this full-size brush 3/8" impact wrench we sell in stores today. But on top of that, we paired this tool with a brushless motor that's going to produce 160 foot-pounds of torque for all the jobs that we're going to be encountering in a mechanic shop or a garage. And on top of that, to deliver the durability and the runtime to keep up with these mechanics in their daily jobs. But we didn't stop there. We continued to invest in technology that would introduce convenience to the shop. We wanted to make these jobs quicker and easier to accomplish with the feature set that we paired with this tool. That's why we've included a variable speed trigger to deliver precision for the end users whenever they're working with a different kind of material. We've included a 3/8" anvil with a friction ring that's going to provide secure socket retention, but still allow for easy socket interchange between jobs. And when I talk about technology, we've included an LED work light that's going to illuminate the naturally low light environment that working on cars is, and also a 4-mode speed control board that Brian mentioned earlier before. Now this is still going to feature traditional low, medium, and high speeds that you see in our impact wrench today, but now it's also going to include an auto mode, which is a specialty mode that in forward is going to prevent over fastening, but it'll still allow you to drive in full speed. What that means is that you can drive plastic fasteners or drive into a lighter gauge metal without worrying about damaging the customer's vehicle. So how is that going to work? In forward, it's going to drive at full speed again until it detects a resistance, and at which point it's going to shut off the tool and allow you to come in with a torque wrench and torque that to factory spec. And in reverse, you'll see that the tool is going to be able to adapt to the fastener that you're putting it to. So on a lower torque fastener, like a sway bar end link that we have down here at the bottom, it's going to be able to tell that this is lower torque. So it's going to break that free with full force and drop right down into low speed and allow you to safely back that out. Now, this is going to be really helpful when you're working in an engine bay. I know this is a suspension component, but if you're working in an engine bay or even here underneath a small car, this is going to keep you from having to remove yourself from the job at hand and spend valuable time searching for that lost fastener. So let's see how this does in auto mode with this lower torque fastener. So let's try that again. That one wasn't torqued down. So clearly, when I have it in the right mode, I was in 3 on that first one, it's gonna keep me from dropping that fastener. So you saw really clearly what that advantage is. But when we start talking about larger fasteners, higher torque fasteners, like a caliper mounting bracket bolt that you see here in the middle, that's torqued about 80 foot-pounds. The tool's gonna recognize this, and in that auto mode, it's gonna break that free with full force again, but then the tool's gonna deactivate. So what that's gonna allow me to do is either come in by hand and safely remove that fastener, or again, I could just recycle the trigger, and then I can safely back that out without risk of dropping that. Once again, saving me time in the event that the fastener runs away from me. So you see, no risk of dropping the fastener there. And finally, this tool is going to have 160 foot-pounds of torque. That means that it's going to be able to tackle some of these really large applications like lug nuts. And so again, that auto mode is going to be beneficial here because if you can imagine, I'm a DIYer, I'm a customer who has this in my car, and I have a flat tire on the side of the road at night. The LED work light is not only going to allow me to see what job I'm working on, but that auto mode is going to keep me from dropping the fastener into the ditch where I have to spend more time on the side of the road searching for it. But once again, no drop fasteners. So I mentioned that this tool has 160 foot-pounds of torque. We know that mechanics aren't going to be the only people using an impact wrench. I mentioned decking earlier as an example on the impact driver. There are some users who are going to be encountering these larger fasteners every single day when they're doing construction applications. And this tool with that 160 foot-pounds of torque is going to be able to accomplish those tasks. So we put together 2 videos here, one better showing you that forward auto mode function, and also one showing you how capable this is in that construction environment. But before I kick it over to Brian to show you that, I want to tell you that this tool is going to be available exclusively at the Home Depot, where you'll find it in stores as a bare tool, but online you'll be able to find that in a multitude of kits, as well as a bare tool offering as well. So Brian, can you show them those videos for me?
Yeah, I'd be happy to, Nick. Thanks a lot. And just an awesome, great feature, this auto mode that really puts the much better control into the user's hands. But as we saw, you can also bypass that, right? Just by simply pushing that button, you can have different variable speed settings in high, medium, and low. So Nick did a great job of showing how auto mode works in reverse to have better control of those fasteners. But it's probably as important, or maybe even more important, to utilize that in forward, as we don't want to over tighten, we don't want to over torque fasteners, especially in an automotive application. So what you're going to see on this video is an application under a hood of the car, and you'll notice that it drives the fastener so it's seated properly, but then it stops torquing that down. What I can then do is take the tool off of the fastener, I can grab my torque wrench, and then I can apply the factory recommended torque to that particular bolt. Really great feature that's not going to damage your vehicle. See on this video. This is a 3/8 inch by 4 inch lag screw, and you'll notice it has no problem driving these screws repetitively. In fact, you're able to drive dozens of these types of screws into pressure treated material with ease. So again, very versatile tool that our automotive enthusiasts are sure to get to be excited about, but also will be a welcome addition to the people on a job site as well, with great features like the 4 mode, the auto mode, and the friction ring for proper and secure socket retention. So folks, from there, we're going to transition into the last tool in the lineup, and this is our new 1+ HP 3-inch multi-material cutoff tool. And as I mentioned earlier, it's all in the name. It's multi-material, which means with the 3 blades that are packed in the box, you're able to cut a wide variety of materials. Everything from drywall to wire shelving, diamond plate, metal. So Brandon, can you give us a little bit more information on this awesome tool?
Yeah, sure. I'm more than happy to talk about this. So just like Brian said, with the multi-material cutting capabilities of this tool, it's great for any end user. So just like Brian said, we can cut diamond plate, wire shelving, threaded rod, steel, aluminum, copper. You can cut plastics like PVC, vinyl siding, materials like tile, such as ceramic and porcelain, and sheet goods like drywall. So because of all these different cutting applications, all of our end users will find the same key features and benefits of this tool helpful. So with our powerful brushless motors, we produce 19,500 RPM in both forward and reverse cutting directions, giving you enough power to get through all those tough applications like steel, tile, and cement board. Next is the multi-material cutting capabilities. With our 3 included blades, we include a metal cutoff wheel, a carbide abrasive blade, and a tile blade for the best out-of-box experience. And finally is the compact ergonomic one-handed design. So if you're cutting overhead or in tight cramped areas, this tool has the power to get it done. And a couple of other features on this tool that make it a very wide application tool. We have dual LED lights, one on the front to illuminate your forward cutting and one on the foot to illuminate any reverse cuts. And like I said, with our multi-material cutting capabilities, we include 3 blades out of the box for the best out-of-box experience. We also have an adjustable guard, so if you're in tighter cutting areas, you can still get the perfect angle you need to finish out your cut. We also include a wider base to help with stability and support when you're cutting into larger materials, such as tile and drywall and cement board. So now that I've talked about this tool, let's go ahead and show you what it can do. So for demonstration purposes, I have 2 tools. This first one has a carbide abrasive blade, and we'll use this to cut vinyl siding. And this is a very common application for homeowners or maintenance techs. So we'll go ahead and cut in reverse for this first one. And just like on our drills, you can switch the direction by flipping the switch, and you're ready to go. And as you see, this tool is very quick and very powerful. So now we'll go on to our wire shelving. This is a very common application if you're cutting or if you're doing a closet update or adding shelving to a garage. And Brian talked about a labor-saving device. If I had to do this by hand, I would have to get bolt cutters and cut each one of these pieces individually, which takes a lot of time. And so last but not least is our 1/4-inch steel. You might see this as an HVAC technician, or if you're a homeowner and you have a trailer that needs a couple of repairs, it has no problem getting through this. So as you saw, this tool has plenty of power to get through all your tough applications. This tool is available exclusively at Home Depot as a bare tool and online also in different kit configurations. So I'm going to send this back over to Brian so that he can do some other application-related cuttings with this.
Thanks, Brandon. Again, compact size, ergonomic design, utilized or able to be utilized with one hand. Again, it's all in the name. It's multi-materials. So what you can see on the screen here is basically a graphic that shows some of those other materials that we're able to cut through with this tool. Everything from the wire shelving and the PVC or the vinyl siding that Brandon already performed, but other materials like drywall, like diamond plate. It's got an onboard wrench storage, so blade changes are very fast and convenient. And again, inside the box, it comes with 3 different blades to be extremely versatile as soon as you bring it home. So folks, that really rounds out the lineup of the new 1+ HP compact products. Again, as I mentioned, if you have any questions thus far of what you've seen, please pose them through the question module. But I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about the most important part of this whole system, and that's what really powers all of these tools. And folks, we also have a new 1+ 1.5 amp hour battery. Now, what we've heard from our users is, folks, we need to make these batteries as compact as possible. And by the way, we really need to integrate fuel gauges on all of our battery packs. We haven't done that until now. And you'll notice with our new battery pack, we have oversized fuel gauge. So our users are always going to know what the state of charge is on their battery pack. And in the most compact design that we've ever offered as a part of the 1+ system. But what's great about this battery pack is really in the name, 1+. As Bobby mentioned in the beginning, it's all about compatibility. Our goal is to never leave a customer behind. So just like this battery pack powers all of our new 1 Plus HP compact products, it will also power any of the tools that you may have at home or on the job site, clear back to 1996. But again, we also want to make sure that the tools take advantage of any of the battery packs that we've previously produced. So if you have one of our previous generations of battery packs, rest assured that it's fully compatible with all of the battery packs you may have at home or currently available at the Home Depot. But again, when it comes to compatibility, Bobby, it also means that this needs to be forward compatible, right?
That's right, Brian. You and your team have been extremely busy. You're working late hours. You're working on a lot more than these 6 products, right?
That's true. As you can see, there's a lot of different products underneath this tablecloth. We are so excited about the new lineup of the 1 Plus HP compact products, but rest assured, as Bobby mentioned earlier on, this is really the start of a revolution when it comes to product development with Ryobi. We have a lot more products that we can't wait to show you in the near future that are going to be compatible with this battery pack and really extend the lineup of 1 Plus HP.
I think we'll have to plan another one of these to do that, Brian.
I agree, and I can't wait. So joining me on my left, folks, you see Bobby Shaw, who you met previously. On my right is
Absolutely. A lot of great questions, and we'll filter some of them here. If your questions aren't answered audibly on screen, we will follow up with you directly. So we're going to lead off with a question for Drew. What was the mission of the 1 Plus HP launch for Ryobi?
The 1 Plus HP launches has been something that we have been planning, researching, working hard at for a long time. When we sat down and we thought about what does that next generation of 1 Plus tool look like, we knew that the first thing that we had to do was we had to just get out and work with our end users and work on job sites, work in people's garages, work with newly aspired DIYers to understand what are the key applications. And the mission was quite simple, and that was to produce the absolute best-in-class tools that we could, most ergonomic designs, lightest weight, most powerful to accomplish the job. And as you saw today, we accomplished that mission dead on. The fun part about this, though, is as we designed these tools, we realized that there was a whole group of other tools that we needed to do right after that. So as Brian and Bobby alluded to, there's a lot more coming here in the very near future that have that same mission.
And we will hand over to Bobby. And I think Drew kind of teed us up there. Will we see 1 Plus HP proliferate into different departments at the Home Depot, namely lawn and garden?
Yeah, I mean, our entire building here between the power tool team and the lawn and garden team is looking at how we can take this 1 Plus line across a wide array of solutions and deliver that performance and that size and that ergonomic nature that users want. So you can rest assured that this is just the beginning of the 1 Plus HP line, and there will certainly be some more outdoor and power tool 1 Plus HP products.
This just came in a little product specific, but does the cutoff tool accept the common 3-inch wheels available in stores now?
Yeah, matter of fact, it does. Any of the wheels that are available at Home Depot are compatible with this. It has a 3/8-inch arbor. We also include a 7/16-inch flange. So no matter what brand of wheels that are available, it's sure to be compatible with that. But again, we want to make sure that the out-of-box experience is positive. So we include 3 blades in the box, so you're ready to go as soon as you bring that tool home.
Great. Next question is for Drew. Will the Ryobi 1 Plus HP compact brushless tool lineup be replacing current 1 Plus tools in the Home Depot?
No, the tools that you saw today, they're intended to complement the lineup that's within the Home Depot. So we have this outstanding line of tools that some of them are more specific to the applications that you saw today, but they certainly will not replace the tools that are within the Home Depot today. They'll complement the lineup so we can make sure that we cover every one of our end users' needs, whether they're the aspiring DIYer all the way up to the professional user.
Go over to Brian. You talked about the new sleek battery, the exaggerated 4-bar battery display on the front there. Will we see that throughout the 1 Plus battery lineup moving forward?
Yeah, absolutely, Jess. So as Bobby mentioned early on, we've been living on job sites. We've been talking to endless users. And really, there was a couple of things that they really wanted to see when it comes to 1 Plus. Number one, they wanted to make sure that we were making our battery packs as compact as possible. And as I mentioned, this is the most compact battery pack we've ever developed for Ryobi 1 Plus. But the other thing that we heard is, hey, Ryobi team, we want to see fuel gauges on all the battery packs. And we want to make sure that those fuel gauges are high visibility. So you'll notice this is an oversized fuel gauge that we have. So we want to make sure when you're using the tools, you always know what the state of charge is.
Lots of excitement behind the head-to-head videos that everybody just got to see. Notice that all the tools are grayed out. When you think about Ryobi's competitors, what do you look at, and maybe can you tease to who some of those tools were?
No, we want to keep the focus on the Ryobi 1 Plus HP line. Clearly, we know that we have a competitive set in a wide array of different retailers, you know, on the consumer DIY space. You know, for Ryobi, it's all about the 1 Plus line, and we've got a lot of 1 Plus products that, you know, hit DIYers and even pros needs and drive exceptional value. And then this 1 Plus HP line delivers another level of performance that we know users will find value in as well. So it's a good complement to the line today.
There's conversations about the tools that are available in Home Depot today, and we know that there are brushless tools available in Home Depot today. What really differentiates 1 Plus HP from existing 1 Plus brushless?
Yeah, the lineup of tools you saw today, I think each one of the individual product managers took you through how much smaller each one of the tools was, how much more lighter weight they are, which gives that user the ability for either extended runtime or an extended time on the job site without really getting exhausted or tired on the job site. So the compact nature of the product, the lightweight nature of the product really differentiates these products from some of the other products we have on the shelf right now.
Awesome. We're going to have one for Brian, and then I'll have a final question that we'll hand over to Bobby. Brian, can you talk about the warranties that are associated with the products that we showed today?
Yeah, we're going to continue with the warranty that we have. We've got a 3-year warranty. We know that the tools that we make, they need to withstand the demands, not only from our DIY user base, but also this growing customer segment that we have in the pro market. We fully stand behind our products. We're committed to the relationship that we have with the Home Depot as well. And you're going to see that warranty and those service levels continue with Ryobi 1 Plus moving forward.
Great. And the final question for Bobby. Again, a reminder for everybody watching, if your question is not answered live, we will follow up with you directly following this event. And feel free to reach out to us if you don't get your question in the portal today. So Bobby, final question. As the media takes in this whole event, there's a whole lot of excitement. When can they start talking about it and share it with their users and followers?
Now, as soon as this event is over, let's go. Hey, we're going to send out an entire launch communication that'll have all the photos, all the information that you probably want. If there's anything that we haven't answered, by all means, contact us and we'll get you the necessary info. These products are going to be available in stores in early September. They'll be available on HomeDepot.com a few weeks prior in mid-August. Really looking forward to having these in the markets.
All right, everybody, I literally just got done watching the live stream from Ryobi Tools, TTI, and their new product release for 2020. I'm actually really excited to show you this. I'm not going to talk about this. I am going to show you the actual live stream that I literally just got off of moments ago. If you are in the Ryobi platform, I think you're really going to like this. And hopefully this video helps you out. But I'm going to stop talking. Let me show you exactly what I just seen. And let's see some of those new Ryobi tools. Yeah, and there you go. You literally heard it straight from the horse's mouth. I'm really excited about these. I think Ryobi needed smaller tools. I think they needed something with a little bit more power. And I really think that they're trying to capture a new market. And as you heard in that video, they're going to come out with even more tools on top of that. So underneath that curtain, underneath that sheet, they had more tools that they are working on, and eventually they will release those as well. So very excited to see what they have up their sleeve for the market. You also heard that they will be working with the new technology on the outdoor power equipment, so that is also fantastic news to hear. I think Ryobi did a really good job, by the way. I want to point this out on this presentation. I've seen a couple other presentations, and they were not as good as this. It was professionally done, and I think they did a good job, so I'm going to give them a shout out on that. Now, I do apologize for some of the audio. Again, this was screen captured. We don't have a lot of the files that they have. They will be sending them over, but I wanted to be able to get this information out to you as quickly as possible because I know a lot of people are in the platform and excited to see this stuff. But if you did like this video and it's helped you in any way, please smash that like button, get subscribed, hit that bell notification so you don't miss out on any more of these type of videos. I really do appreciate you stopping by and spending time on the channel. With that, we'll be back with more videos soon.